Hello everybody and welcome again to another replay cast. This is a match of the Amateur Dota 2 League Season 4. It will be Rampage City versus Riptide-Gaming. If you've never heard of Amateur Dota 2 Leagues before, I highly suggest you go check them out, especially if you're wanting to try out some more professional matches. Even if you don't have a team ready, you can sign up as a free agent, meaning they're looking for a group to play with. They have really flexible hours, really flexible days, so even if you work 30 days a week, have a regular job, you can often find matches that work around your schedule. A great place to go for any skill level. I highly suggest you go check them out. Really, really great, friendly community and great people. Now let's get right into this game here. Starting with the bands, we have an Ancient Apparition and a Lycan band. Pretty strong heroes, this 6.81 patch, no doubt. Lycan here is extremely good at taking down towers really quickly. Ancient Apparition, Tidehunter, two really good team fighting heroes. Ancient Apparition in particular, his ultimate is just so annoying to deal with. It looks like we got a Razor band here as well. Razor has been really, really popular, especially at TI4. He's an interesting kind of hero, although being agility, his main focus is actually his ultimate. He typically gets an Agnum Scepter, which enables him to attack towers and just destroy them really quickly. Also an annoying hero to deal with. He is pretty squishy, but thanks to his passive, makes him hard to lock down and stun, because every time you cast a spell, you're going to be slowed down on him. It's frustrating. First pick here, Doom, and a Viper pick. That's a pretty interesting pick. Viper, I don't know how well he's going to pair up against Doom. I'm not sure how that matchup would really work. Doom himself is really good at stopping heroes who want to cast a lot of spells or are slippery, is the term I like to use. In other words, they're pretty squishy but can run away extremely easily. Heroes like Weaver come into mind with his Sakuchi, enabling him to go invisible, max move speed, move through enemies. He's a really hard hero to kill, but with a Doom, all you have to do is Doom him, Doom Weaver. But anyway, that's all speculation. Weaver is obviously not in this match. So Viper, Vengeful Spirit. Typically, Viper can either go mid or as a I suppose he could be as more of a carry. I haven't usually seen him as a support role, so I'd be surprised to see him played as a support. Typically you want him to get a lot of damage because of his passive, his poison attack. It'll help slow down enemies, really, really great against supports or enemies that are squishy with a low HP pool, because his poison attack works based off of the HP pool. Vengeful Spirit, a really great all-around support, a really good stun, it's minus armor, some bonus damage aura, and the swap is the hero ultimate is kind of interesting. It can either be really great or completely useless. It all depends on the situation of the game that is currently going on. Shadow Shaman, though, is another really great support. All of his spells are absolutely fantastic. You have a really strong nuke, you have a really good hex, you have a channeled stun, up to 5 seconds of stun is absolutely insane, and his ultimate helps push down towers really easily. Pushing down towers is something Doom definitely lacks. Doom is somebody who not necessarily win the team fight. Typically he'll Doom somebody, keep them completely out of the team fight. Specifically, a hero is going to be wanting to cast a lot of spells, because Doom obviously silences.
10 seconds remaining.
Looking toward the bands now, we have a Lion and a Sand King band. Just good all-around supports. Lion not necessarily has been popular, but Sand King's been kind of popular lately. So we got a Visage pick here. Now that's a hero I haven't seen in quite a while. He is typically played as a support, but he is really good at winning his lane, or helping his teammate win their lane, get a lot of farm. Visage himself does want some farm. You usually want to see an Agnum Scepter on him, just so you can get that third summonable unit, so that third familiar. So it'll be interesting to see where all these lanes are going. It's hard to predict right now. I'm expecting Viper to go mid just because that's typically what I see. But there's no reason he couldn't go, to the safe lane. I can't imagine he'd be a hard lane, because if he gets ganked, he's not going to be able to escape very easily. Typically, if you're putting heroes onto a hard lane, I prefer the term hard lane, you want somebody who can run away really easily, somebody who's slippery. or somebody who's just really tanky and basically can't be killed. So I'm looking at Team Riptide right now. None of their heroes really fit that role. Looking on Rampage City, yeah, none of their heroes are really great at that either. In fact, they don't really have a mid. Yeah, typically, Doom will be going a safe lane. I think I've seen him once or twice played as a mid, not really in a professional match. He certainly does well with the levels and the farm. He definitely does need quite a bit of farm. He has a problem with his armor and his move speed. Being a strength hero, he actually gets a decent amount of HP, but he has really low armor. He is really slow. So typically, you want to go for items that are going to help with that. What else do I see on a Doom? We'll have to wait and see. Looking back at the bans. Lifestealer ban. That's kind of an interesting ban. He has typically Lifestealers picked when you're picking heroes that are going to have a high HP pool or are going to want to cast a lot of spells, do a lot of stuns, because Lifestealer can both feeds off of that high HP pool and can go with magic immunity really early on. So he actually is a pretty tanky hero. I'm not entirely sure why they banned him. Maybe up against Visage, he's really good against Visage. I could kind of see that. Visage doesn't have a high HP pool, but Visage wants to be able to cast those nukes. Undying here is a really tanky hero. He could actually fit the offlane really well, but he typically is more of a support role as well. He has a healing ability, he spawns zombies. He wants high levels, so that way he can get his tombstone up at a really high level, and that'll help out a lot in team fights. And his ultimate also helps out a lot in team fights. I mean, he's a good team fight hero who can also fit as a support. He just needs levels. He doesn't necessarily need that many items. More items the better, obviously, but he doesn't need them as much as, say, a Doom will in order to actually be really effective. The Bristleback here is kind of the same thing. He wants, actually not at all like the same thing. He's a really darn tanky hero, but he needs farm and items as well. It's interesting because he is a strength hero, but he gets a lot of attack speed. So you want to build just pure damage items on him, or pure strength to get even more tanky. A Venomancer as well. This is another good pushing hero. Also pretty good at counter push. His wards are really annoying to deal with, and typically he's played as support. I've seen a few matches at TI4 where he was played as a mid hero. Sometimes it worked out, sometimes it didn't. I personally don't really understand what the goal of having a Venomancer mid would do. You know, with high levels, his plague wards are going to be really annoying, but they're not necessarily impossible to deal with. With high farm, you want to get a high, quick Agnum Scepter. The Agnum Scepter upgrade of Venomancer is just so frustrating to deal with, but I'm not sure if it really warrants having a mid. Sometimes you want Venomancer mid for that damage, poison tick damage if you're against, say, like a TA, because you want to break her shield really quickly. But just an out of the blue Venomancer, I don't know. He's probably going to be played as a support somewhere. Banning out Rubik here, no, that's a pretty good choice. Rubik really would love to steal everything Shadow Shaman has. There's a couple good things to steal from Doom. Undying has lots of great things. Venomancer has some great spells. All around a solid choice. Although I would have to say, looking at Riptide-Gaming, I wouldn't expect them to pick a support like Rubik anyway. They already have quite a few supports, and indeed they pick Sven, which is going to be their probably more of their hard carry. Sven isn't quite a hard carry because he needs a lot of attack speed, really. Since being a strength hero and his spells, he gets a lot of damage, and he has pretty good armor. Being a strength hero gets good HP, so he's going to be really tanky. He has a great stun. It's absolutely fantastic, and the cleave towards the end of the game is going to be unstoppable, but he's going to need a lot of farm to build up those attack speed items. So far, Riptide-Gaming, they don't have a whole lot of lockdown, maybe like Bane as well. This is a really interesting build by Rampage City. Looks like their core is going to be Doom, but that's a little unusual. Doom doesn't necessarily do a whole lot of right-click damage. It'll be interesting to see. I'm expecting that's what they'll do. As far as a mid, oh gosh, I don't know. I mean, I'm guessing Venomancer is going to go mid. For Team Riptide, I'm expecting Viper to go mid. Viper versus... oh gosh, he's going to do really well against a lot of these heroes. Viper is just so annoying to deal with in lane. As far as other lanes, Sven's going to be on the safe lane, probably with Visage and Vengeful Spirit. Yeah, that's going to be a really strong combination, a really strong tri-lane. And probably Bristleback on the hard lane top because he's so tanky. The reason that's a really good tri-lane, Sven can shoot off his stun, or Vengeful Spirit can shoot off her stun. And then they could team that up with Sven's stun. And then Visage would finally finish him off with his really high nuke damage. And indeed seems to be that's where they're headed. Actually, they're going to go all go mid. Ooh, there actually might be an early engagement. Somebody that announced their names quickly here. We have Paper Bag on the Sven, Anthenema on the Visage. We have Flub on the Bristleback, Lalaga on the Vengeful Spirit, and Brand on the Viper. For Team RC, we have Venom on the Shadow Shaman, Venjez on the Undying. We have Moonshine on the Bane, Mori on the Doom, and Humanist on the Venomancer. And definitely going to be an engagement here. Looks like Shadow Shaman's going to be leading. He's going to try to get off a Shack, but they have a lot of stunts. Yeah, that was the easiest Shackle cancel ever. The Venomancer's totally, yeah, he's totally dead. Now they're going to probably get Doom here. He picked up a stout shield, but that's not going to be doing anything against all these magic damage here from Visage. What a shame. They're the ones who smoked too. Yeah, it was a really bad idea to go in with that Shadow Shaman Shackle at first. God, start saying that 3 times fast. Because they had 2 good stuns on Sven's team. In fact, they were all grouped up right here as well. So Sven was really, with his that Storm Hammer, actually got all 3 heroes stunned there. And it's got quite a Haloterra. That was a really, really good idea to pick up that instead of her stun because they were all in such a tight group, all in a line. Actually, this regen run's going to be great for Bristleback here. Looking at lanes down, I have Vipers going mid with a Bane mid. Okay, this will be interesting. That's actually going to be okay. Bane can go with an Enfeeble, exactly, and that'll help reduce a lot of the Viper's damage. All those poison ticks will be really annoying. Looking bottom lane, yeah, the tri-lane that I predicted. Woohoo! I feel all smart. I actually predicted something. Then we actually have a tri-lane by Team RC here as well. I still don't really know who's going to be trying to get this farm. I also don't see very much kill potential. Yeah, there's a Storm's Bolt into that nuke. Okay, this Shackle probably going to save his life. Yeah, that Shackle was perfectly timed. Good play coming out of Venom here. So back to discussing the kill potential. I mean, they've already just sustained a ton of damage. They're using up a lot of their regen right now. And I don't know, none of these heroes really make that great of a difference with farm. Let's look at this other lane up here too. Yeah, Doom's going to be alone with Bristleback here. It's going to be hard. I don't really know who's at advantage here. I mean, Bristleback's super tanky. But they're going to be both melee heroes, so they're going to be trading last hits quite easily. And, they both have stout shields. They both have the same amount of regen. Going with level death, that's a bad idea. Oh, it's level 3 actually. It's not too shabby. But no, I apologize. The level multiplier is level 6. That's a big waste of mana in my personal opinion, but we'll continue to see how this game plays out. I'm expecting Bristleback here to win out over the Doom. And actually, it looks like... Oh, there we go. Okay, I was wondering. I was going to say, I don't think Team Radiant's completely zoning out everybody, but it certainly seems like it. In fact, Paper Bag here is just all pretty much left alone. Looking at the mid, though, at least Bane is winning this lane, which makes sense, because Enfeeble... No, she went with level 2 Brain Sap. Yeah, the Viper's going to have a hard time dealing with that, but it's not necessarily impossible.
Invisibility! Missing middle!
Yeah, I'm liking this setup by Bane right now. I don't know what to expect with the farm Bane is going to get. Don't know what is going to happen with that, because you don't build right-click items on a Bane because there aren't really that many items that give plus damage and intelligence that I can think of. And you also need attack speed if you're going to be right clicking, and as far as items that will help boost his spell powers, the only one I can think of is Agnum Scepter that will help out with his Fiend's Grip here. But that's it. Maybe it's just to win the lane against Viper. Maybe that's all that they're trying to do, which is a bit of a shame. There's a couple other ways that you could win out against a Viper. I'm not going to go into detail right now because I'm having a hard time thinking of some other ways to beat a Viper, but with a hero that will actually also do some more with the farm. But however, you know, a Viper losing a lane is a Viper losing a lane, so we got that going from. Looks like we got action here. Starting with the stun goes up, yeah, easy to that. Shackles here, they have no way to break this, but there's also no damage coming out of Team RC here. That was an easy cleanup by Team RTG. Undyne's getting a couple decays off, and then instead of Tombstone, they just dropped that pretty easily as well. Yeah, that just highlights how strong this tri-lane is. A paper bag stun, which can be AoE into Vengeful Spirit's stun, into the burst nuke from Visage, is going to guarantee the kill of at least one of these heroes. Maybe not Undyne, because he does have a really high HP pool, depending on how many stacks of DK he has going. But everyone else is going to be quite unhappy. And in fact, actually looks like Doom is switching to the jungle here, and very slowly at that. He's probably saving up for a Hand of Midas right now, which is going to be a while. We have the Venomancer Rasta up here now. Shadow Shaman. It's okay. Bristleback Soul is probably not going to die from this. Yeah, it's passive. But yeah, this is going to be really slow. Really slow. Poor Doom. I feel bad for him. I'm not sure how he was doing in the lane. Okay, he was clearly losing that based on these last hits here. He was not getting any farm. I imagine it's the Bristleback Quill Spray. Those stacks can just deal so much damage if you let them keep happening. And then that builds up his right click. Doom at this point cannot compete with that. I still don't really see any kill potential because there's no strong burst damage. Typically you want to, when you have a Shadow Shaman, you would shackle or hex a target while your teammate would apply a whole ton of damage. Venomancer is not one of those heroes. He's a hero who applies a lot of damage over time. It's really annoying, it's really frustrating to deal with, but paired up with a Shadow Shaman, not much is going to get accomplished. However, looks like they're getting some last hits here, and at the moment that's much better than nothing. Not losing your lane, not dying. Yeah, you won't be necessarily getting any kills. Yeah, see. Oh, they actually got a kill there. Wow, that's really well played. So what they did was there's a full duration shackle into quite a few of these plague wards shooting at him with their poison sting and venom scale. That's a lot of damage over time. The Hex disabled the Bristleback's passive for quite a while as well. So they were able to get a lot of relatively burst damage in right there with this the right clicks, and then as soon as he popped back out, you only had a bit of HP left. It has okay, now Venomancer is farming up the jungle a bit, hoping he doesn't. He's probably not going to die here. He's got a pretty good loop going with these neutrals. And then it also looks like Visage pushed up top. It's a good idea to come help out your Bristleback, because I'm sure your Sven is doing quite well. Looks like he is going for an Armlet, which is a great choice. Again, it's a really good damage attack speed item. It does give some damage and a whole ton of strength, which will translate into pure damage. Not pure damage, translate into damage for Sven. A really great pickup. It's not that expensive either. Well, the problem is that he doesn't have any way of regenerating health while his armlet's turned on. Typically, heroes like Lifestealer can just almost leave their armlet on for the entire team fight because of his lifesteal. He'll be healing up the damage that armlet will be dealing. Sven, though, he's not a hero like that. He's when he turns his armlet on, he is just going to he'll just lose some HP as long as that's active. So he'll have to be a little conservative and careful. Oh, looks like we got a gank going on top. Shadow Shaman died here. Sorry about that, missed that. And we have a Visage now coming in. Looks like, okay, a Fiend Script was used for half a second to ensure that kill on Bristleback. Good decision all around. Oh, and now we got Doom here on Visage. Yeah, good thing Bane's coming right back in here. They should get this kill. Yeah, that was really well played here by Team RC. Definitely some kills that needed to go their way. Especially against the Bristleback. If they keep letting him get free farm, he's going to be uncontrollably tanky. It looks like he's building into a Vanguard here, which is going to make him even stronger against the right clicks. And just as far as magic damage goes, there's not a whole lot of magic damage on this team here, Team RC. Okay, Rasta is leveling up his Ether Shock. That's going to be a lot of magic damage, but a lot of damage onto a group of heroes. Okay, so guys, Sven's going to use a Storm Bolt. Halo Terror is going to be a lot of Mass Armor. Oh, beautiful placement there. Sven is going to be almost yeah, he's dead. And it looks like they're going to be able to clean up the Vengeful Spirit here as well, unless Visage is going to have something to say about that. Nice stun the zombie that was going to clean him up. Yeah, Viper here is a little late to the party at this point in time. That was a really good trade. Shadow Shaman for a Sven and a Visage. And definitely in favor of Team RC here. Let's see here, Bristleback. I don't think he'll get this, he's too slowed. It's interesting he hasn't leveled up his Nasal Goo yet, which I could even, well, I guess it wouldn't be making too big of a difference at low levels. And now this Viper joined here bottom. Looks like he's still sticking around. Maybe they're going to try and push this tower. Looks like he may not have made up his mind quite yet. Looking mid. Bane, what is he building for? Building towards? Not quite sure yet. Perhaps it looks like they might be trying to gank Bristleback here. However, Venomancer just left to help defend bottom. And other than that, we have Shadow Shaman here. So they're gonna have a good stun, a lot of stuns, but yeah, okay, this will definitely be a kill. But you see how long that took? Bristleback is just so very tanky at this point throughout the entire game, really.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
It looks like Visage has gone mid. She couldn't bring up a kill though. This is typically you see this on carries. It's interesting to see her pick it up. It's a great pushing item. It'll give quite a bit of armor to all of your creep wave here. The mana regen is also fantastic for yourself and your team. It looks like she's building probably a mechanism with this headdress as well. The reason I say Ring of Aquila is a little strange is because it's built with a Ring of Bacillus as well. It does pretty much the same thing, except the Wraithband is going to give Visage some damage. And this Vengeful Spirit some damage. And as a support here, that's not the most vital thing. And if you're going to spend 500 gold on an item, you should probably be saving it for your mechanism, something that'll do a little bit more for your team. So we have a good push coming in here from Team RC. Not much Vengeful Spirit can do with this though. There's a good denial on Team RTG here. And it looks like they're going to be trying to push this tower, the Dire team top one, tier 1. There'll be a bit of engagement here as well, unless they decide to back out. Fiend's Grip is still down for a few more seconds. Undying is teleporting in here, but it's going to be a quick stun. Expecting. That was a good rip. Fiend's Grip still on cooldown. Good Doom. That was a really great target to Doom. Viper's ultimate's doing quite a bit of damage. Bristleback is just extremely tanky as hell. He is not dying. Overall, looks like he's gonna get some kills here. Popped his God's Strength. Oh, beautiful night. It's good, really good team play there. Taking off that Nightmare so Sven could finish off that kill. Nope, and there's good Fiend Script right there. Totally killed Sven. Be a lot more cleaning up here. Bristleback's definitely gonna get that kill. He's gonna be taking quite a bit of tower damage here, but Venomancer's also gonna be down. That's a complete team wipe for Team RC. This will be definitely tier 1 tower.
Dire's top tower is
I see. Vengeful Spirit had a maxed out Vengeance Aura. That's a ton of damage. I wonder why Sven was doing a lot. I know his ultimate gives him a lot of damage, but wow. That and top she had a DD rune, double damage. Yeah, there was no way Team RC could have dealt with that right click. They definitely did a great job in getting a kill on Sven, but they couldn't contest with all of that. Yeah, Sven's got his armlet now. Looks like he's building up a drum next. It's a really great decision. He's going for more of a mid-game approach, and Sven is a hero who wants to do that. He needs the higher mana pool, so that way he can keep casting Stormbolts. Ideally, he'll want Warcry here too. I mean, it's only 25 mana. It's a great ability to have. One level of Cleave. Okay, he's leveling up Cleave. I would prefer to see Warcry myself, but there's definitely no doubt that this Cleave damage is going to do great work. Pretty soon here because he's getting some good damage. Just that plus armor for his team is going to be really beneficial. Looks like he might be in a bit of trouble here. Shadow Shaman's going to come into shackle range for sure. Yeah, he knows he's dead. Oh, yeah, that was a really good Stormbolt. Yeah, that was a complete waste of his ultimate there, Warcry. Oh, poor Bristleback. He's getting bean scraped here. And that with the wars, there's absolutely no way that Bristleback could deal with all of that damage. He may be tanky, but he's not that tanky. And they're going to get Vengeful Spirit here. I don't know, she should get away. She got away. Oh my goodness. Really great play out of their Vengeful Spirit. She realized that with the Shadow Shaman down, they had no stuns left. Honestly, they could have had Nightmare, but I don't know when that was used. And there should be a tier 1 here. Doesn't look any. Oh, yeah, Viper getting doomed. Viper getting doomed isn't the biggest thing. He can't use his mechanism. Ooh, that hurt. That level death and that brain sap. That was pretty disgusting. Now that would definitely be a tier 1 push, and yes, Team RTG here. They know. They realize that this tower's lost, so they're gonna go find some farm, regroup.
Radiant's bottom tower has
So I thought that was a curious Doom because a Doom on Viper, he only has 2 spells to cast. It's going to be his poison right click and his ultimate. It's not going to really be like the team fight changer, team fight winner. Oh my gosh, looks like Doom actually rushed a Blink Dagger. That is really interesting. That Blink Dagger combined with his War Stomp here, that's going to be another stun on the side of Team RC. It's a really great pickup. He doesn't quite have the mana though. Thankfully, Blink Dagger doesn't cost any mana, but he's going to be really mana poor for a while here and won't have any other damage to speak of. He's maxed out Devour, so he'll be getting levels, getting gold pretty quickly, but without any Scorched Earth. He's actually leveling out level Death. It's going to be hard to keep track of all the levels though, because you don't even want to use that level Death when it's going to apply that extra bonus damage, really. Otherwise, it's just going to be a third of his mana pool for something that will just do a bit of magic damage. Which is typically why Scorched Earth is going to be a better choice, because it's great for team fighting. It's a giant AoE of damage. Help him move around, help him stay alive as well, for sure.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
I think that's what I would prefer to see, I guess, for Team RC right now. We'll see how it plays out though. Sven finished his drum. Looks like they're going to be contesting this. Yeah, Warcry popped out now. Sven got doomed. It looks like he is going to be going down. Viper's trying to do some work here with his ultimate, but unfortunately went on to Undying. He is literally not dying. They get doomed down. Looks like they trapped Bristleback, and hopefully he is going to go down. Yes, they do get Bristleback in return. That Vengeful Spirit is going to be traded here. Beautiful nuke here by Visage. And Vengeful Spirit will be going down as expected. And Viper here, he's going to be cleaned up as well. Quite the swing in terms of Team RC there. That Doom on top of Sven there was a really, really great thing. Even though Sven already got his ultimate Warcry off, he wasn't able to get off any stuns. And he was a bit disoriented as well. He got really scared, and as anybody would, a little flustered, walked away. Really great play there from Team RC. Looks like they're going to be trying to push this tower here. They do have a buckler up, which is going to be helping a lot with keeping the creep wave alive, helping push this tower. But there's a lot of defense here. And yeah, there goes the Sven Stormbolt. Venomous is doing the best he can to slow us down. There goes Venomous' ultimate, and now Sven's in quite a bit of trouble here. He might be going down. Oh, he's going to go hide in the trees. Bristleback, meanwhile, he's cleaning up on the back end. Got Undying there, as well as Rasta. And that swap is going to break that TP there. So it looks like RC really overstayed their welcome. They weren't at fighting capacity quite yet. They spent quite a few ultimates and a lot of their mana, a lot of their life defending this tier 2 tower here, and now Team RTG are going to just take it without contestation.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Yeah, looks like Viper picked up a Ring of Aquila as well. Unfortunately, that's not going to stack with Vengeful Spirit's Aquila, so that's a bit of a mistake there, but not the biggest mistake ever. Looks like Bane's got a Blink Dagger now. It's gonna be helping help him stay safe and get those nightmares off. Although it's not the most common thing. Magnum Scepter actually is probably a better option. It drastically increases the range and it goes through magic immunity. Right now, though, I don't think any of Team RTG is building towards magic immunity. No BKBs seem to be building yet, so I mean, all in all, definitely not wasted, but it's even the Blink Dagger because Bane's weakness right now is just getting stunned. They do have quite a few ways to stun or frankly burst Bane down, so this Blink Dagger is just a little interesting. It's not the most common item I see on a Bane. Looks like Viper's kind of just scatting out around here, totally being unnoticed here by Team RC. Bristleback's now got his Hood of Defiance. Looks like he's building towards a mech as well. He's going to be obscenely tanky. A whole ton of magic resistance, a whole ton of physical resistance. He's going to be such a pain in these matches now, in these engagements. I don't know quite how they're going to kill him. They're going to have to really rely on Shadow Shaman's Hex. But the rest of Team RTG is going to be just beaten down on them while they're trying to kill off this Bristleback here. I'm going to be expecting him to go a damage item after this. We'll see. Undying, he's still working on his mechanism. Doesn't have it yet by 21 minutes. It's quite the shame, but he had a really hard time in his off lane, so I'm not that surprised. He'll be getting it soon, though. Doom seems to be perhaps building towards the BKB. Shadow Shaman here. He is doing quite well. This game is definitely in RTG's favor, though, even just looking at the net worth. This BKB, though, is a little curious. Certainly it's going to stop a lot. It's going to stop all the damage from Visage, all the stuns from Sven and Vengeful Spirit, but you know, I don't quite understand what Doom is expecting to get with this BKB off, because he's not outputting a ton of damage at this point in the game yet. It'll guarantee he gets his Doom off on perhaps a really good target, but generally that's what his Blink Dagger is for. Or if he had really high level Scorched Earth and was building towards a damage item. I don't know. We'll see where this goes. Team RTG here as they're pushing the bottom tower. Gonna be a lot of teleportation. Alright, looks like they're gonna be able to deny this tower really easy, committing 5 heroes just to defend this tier 1 tower. Looks like Sven here is trying to make use of that. He's going to try pushing this top. Yeah, he's going to be pushing this tier 2 tower on top, knowing that they all just TP'd bottom, that they won't be able to come up, help top anytime soon at all. And they got a catapult here as well. It's going to help out a lot. Popping the drums here. Actually, it looks like Team RC here smoked, trying to get some trying to get some kills while they're in the bottom lane, but it's going to be completely wasted, unfortunately. Although they might catch up Vengeful Spirit. No, they have no idea where they are. That's a bit of a shame there.
Dire's middle tower
Completely wasted smoke. Yeah, with Team RCG now taking over their jungle, they're going to be getting quite the big lead. There's a ward here. No, it's Team RTG's ward, forgive me. Yeah, if you're Team RC, they just need to probably need to push a tower and take a really good team fight. I wonder if they're waiting on any big items. It's going to be a while before Doom gets his BKB. Sven got his BKB though. That's really well needed. It's gonna Doom can still doom him through that, but Sven, as long as he gets off his war cry, his God's strength, that's the most important thing he can do. This is going to prevent him from dealing with the Shadow Shaman and the Bane though completely. Even Undying, he doesn't have a whole lot of physical damage. So the BKB is going to be good against that. Venomancer, his damage actually does go through BKB, I do believe. Forgive me, I don't remember. Bristleback here, what's he building? Alright, so he has pipe finish now. They're ready to fight, no doubt about that. Venomancer here, just doing some counter pushing. Looks like he's building towards an Aghanim Scepter. Really great upgrade for Venomancer for sure. Looks like Sven picked up an invisibility rune. They might be looking for a pickoff here. They might be baiting with Bristleback, but at the same time I think Team RC knows that trying to get the jump on Bristleback and kill him quickly when you don't know where any of the other team is, it's sketchy. It's sketchy at best. It's sketchy because there's no way that they're going to be able to kill him quickly, and since they don't know where the enemy team is, there's a chance probably that they're going to be nearby waiting to counter jump. And in that case, you will have wasted a ton of energy and a ton of mana, a ton of abilities trying to kill this Bristleback. Probably not even killing him quite yet. Almost like they're going to try to get the jump on Viper now. Not able to get it. Viper was just barely out of range there. And Viper's building towards a Aghanim Scepter there as well. Really great pickup for sure. Reduces the cooldown on his Viper strike to like 5 seconds. It's really short. It'll enable him to just cast on every enemy on Team RC, and their supports, Shadow Shaman, Bane, Venomancer even is not going to be able to deal with that at all. And that's where a lot of their control over their team fight's coming out of. So that's going to be pretty scary there. So Bristleback's got a haste rune, but he's just going to be farming here. Team RC might be thinking about contesting, but Sven here, nope, no engagements. Everybody's just farming. Team RC though, they're at a bit of a loss. It's not too safe for them to really venture out past their lanes unless they group up together. And I think they're waiting on some crucial items before they feel comfortable grouping up. So they're doing a lot of just waiting, trying to get to catch one of the Team RTG out of play. They coming down here to defend their tier 2, but Team RTG smartly just walks away. They're probably going to get some more farm. Vengeful Spirit here picked up a Aghanim Scepter. That's interesting. Yeah, it decreases the cooldown while swapping non-hero units, I believe. Okay, it doesn't increase the range. I thought it increased the range as well. No doubt though, I mean, having it on, what's that cooldown going to be? 10 seconds. You're going to be able to use it at least twice in a team fight. It'll be really great for breaking channeling spells, namely Bane or even Shadow Shaman if he's in the middle of a Shackles or if there's someone trying to TP away. And I could also see it saving Sven's life. There's been a couple times where he's just really dove in and got himself quite a bit of trouble. Okay, we got smoke here from Team RC. Looks like they're going to be trying to move through the Radiant Jungle. There's definitely going to be an engagement here. Let's see if they can catch anybody off guard. Yeah. They're not going to see this coming out. Sven is in a lot of trouble here. Yeah, he is completely dead. That was a really beautiful, that was really, really great pickup. Team RC needed that badly. Really smart play there from to TP away. Really great idea. They, all of Team RC was right there ready to get some more kills. Losing Sven like that though. Looks like he did buy Mask of Madness though before he died. Spent all of his gold, so he didn't lose anything, thankfully for him. And they're going to transition this into a Roshan kill. Let's see if they can... I imagine there's going to be quite a good contestation. Yeah, the Visage is sending his familiars to do a lot of damage to the Shadow Shaman here. Next, going to keep him up with good health. Okay, there goes the wards. They should be getting this Roshan here. That's a lot of damage for Team RTG to jump in with. Without having Sven there, that cleave would be just fantastic to have. Team RC here is definitely going to get the Roshan kill. Looks like Venomancer picked up the Aegis there. That's a little strange considering Venomancer is typically a hero that you see him put down some plague words before the fight, you maybe cast off his Gale during the fight, and definitely get his ultimate off, especially with the Aghanim Scepter upgrade. And then he can just die, honestly. Because he does so much damage over time, he doesn't necessarily need to be constantly a part of the engagement, constantly applying damage, because as soon as he gets his spells off, they're going to be ticking down the enemy. So seeing him get the Aegis is just a little curious, because if he responds, what's he going to do? Put down a couple more Plague Words, maybe get another Gale off towards the end of the team fight, chase down another couple of heroes, and that's if Team RC is really winning. Instead, hero I would have liked to see on, that's tough to say. Probably Doom, since that seems to be their carry at this moment. He's doing pretty good damage right now, 160. He's got his BKB ready, he's got his Blink Dagger. Oh man, massive TP's in here, it's tier 2. Let's see if they can catch anybody out. No, dying here is first, he's got no stun. Let's just see how tanky this Bristleback is. Oh, Sven, he's just doing a ton of damage. Look at that, 400 plus damage. Yeah, there we go, beautiful swap by Avenged Spirit, keeping Sven alive, and then there goes the pipe by. Yeah, they're going to be cleaning up here. This damage from Sven is just unheard of. Definitely godlike. Let's see, look, Venomancer just died. What's he going to do now? Does he even have his ultimate? No, he already spent it, thankfully. But yeah, he got his Gale off, put down another Plague Ward, and that's it. Oh, he's going to buy back here too. Probably going to be looking to play some Plague Wards and defend that tier 3. That was a beautiful engagement. Great play all around by Team RTG there. That Vengeful Spirit swapped to save Sven. That way Sven can get back with his killing Rampage. He had so much damage there. That with his cleave and his Mask of Madness, he was just unstoppable. There's nothing anybody could do to do. There's nobody on Team RC that can handle that much damage. They got the Rex, bottom Rex, and Warcry. They actually have really good HP now. Their mana pools seem to be at pretty good levels too. I imagine they're going to they would try to push a lane here, but the closest one's going to be mid, and that's not quite pushed in their favor. Looks like Team RC here is getting ready to smoke and try to catch some heroes out get some return kills. That's definitely their biggest hope right now. Now they're going to spread out here. They definitely need to stay grouped up, because if they get caught out, that's just going to continue to feed RTG's lead. This Doom here also needs to get something more to be more impactful in the game. Oh gosh, what could he get though? Oh, there goes the swap by Vengeful Spirit. You're going to definitely get Undying here. And that's the power of that Aghanim Scepter swap right there. I'm pretty sure that increases the range on that. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe that's just the level 3 range, because man, that is a huge range. That reduced cooldown though, that's really helpful. No doubt about that. Looks like Venture is actually transitioning into a probably get some damage build. She did pick up power treasure, which can give her some nice attack speed. She did have a headdress as well. I mean, there's not. It's just a casual headdress. In fact, I don't even think it stacks with the Sven or Viper's mechanism aura. So honestly, this headdress is not doing anything for them at this point in the game. Honestly, I'd like to see her sell it and get a damage item of some kind. An agility damage item. Okay, there goes the pipe, there goes Doom on Sven. Doom is just walking in here and there's absolutely nothing he can do. There goes a good ultimate by Venomancer here, but he's going to pay with that with his life. They're cleaning up all the Shadow Shaman wards now. Good swap there by Vengeful Spirit. They're going to be able to get this Shadow Shaman now. Now Sven's here. He's got his ultimate off. He's just doing a ton of damage. Look at that. 1,003. He has 900. Oh, Rampage. That was absolutely beautiful. Sven, really, really great play there by Team RTG. All of their heroes, all of their spells being casted really, really well. Vengeful Spirit swaps were just always on the money. Sven was backing up at the appropriate times, waiting for them. Doom walked in there. I don't know what he was trying to do. They were piped up, and he didn't even have Scorched Earth off. I don't know what his goal was. That was really just strange, and his teammates weren't there to back him up. After that, you know, that's their main source of damage, main source of tankiness. Gosh, nothing else much else they could have done there. Really great play. I hope you enjoyed this course. This is an amateur Dota 2 league. Once again, I highly suggest you go check them out. Really fantastic community, no doubt.